just hit some shots and ran away with some things on the glass and turnovers. We are, despite our record, we have more assists than turnovers because I think we have a chance to be a good basketball team. And but it's becoming, just an uncharacteristic trait of ours that's becoming a characteristic, and that can doom you on the road. So, I was very pleased with our second half. I thought to battle the way we did, and guys just competed. So I was pleased with that. That's good momentum. A lot of times in these games, you play the first half like that. You're down one, and then whether you're playing because of talent or location or kind of everything, it unravels in the second half. So to bounce back, I think says a lot about our kids, and I want that to be good momentum going forward. So, but definitely hats off. I think Butler, in the midst, looked like they were looking at a few new things with personnel, and sometimes that's tricky to do. I think we all want to look at personnel situations. It's hard to pull the trigger, but they did, and they got off to a good start, and I thought it freed up Clark quite a bit. And our game plan was wanted to throw the kitchen sink at him, if you will, and we just didn't get a chance. So then you're on your heels, and then you're just underwater. So once we got out of that, I think, played him even, I guess you could say, but sometimes that's that. I get tired of that stat. You play him even after a while. So, but we did, and I think it's a credit to our guys that, don't want to be understated.
Questions for Coach Howard?
You alluded to it a little bit, but you obviously watched some tape on Butler. How do you see them, amend what they're doing or evolve a little bit based on what you saw tonight compared to what you saw on tape?
Well, I think taking Rodney off the ball, is probably something they wanted to look at. There's some things we want to look at. We want to look at maybe playing 2-point guards, and so I think, Rodney's been obviously very good for them, a tremendous scorer for them. So maybe just looking at, a different way of him playing, or doesn't have to, go against a set defense. Maybe the defense is trying to find him, and it seems like the Barlow kid's, finding his way to play at this level and doing a good job. So I thought then you bring in a shooter off the bench. So it kind of, dominoed in a good way with them bringing Cullen in, Dunham in. So, definitely worked in their favor, and they got off to a good hot start and capitalized on some turnovers.
What do you want your guys to take away from this game, this setting, this experience?
I think, that second half, I thought, and I'll be honest, I thought they probably, shot some free throws there in the second half where they missed shots, missed some jump hooks that were free throws. So really, I thought, we did a good job to hold, that's what I left the board with, just downstairs. You're negative, 31 and a half and minus 1 and a half. And I think that says a lot about our guys, so they don't get that, they just see the final, and that's good. I want them to always see the final, whether that's in the final they'll get next week in class or the scoreboard or whatever. So, but there are some good things. It's just, Mitch is banged up. He's playing at a high level. Greg Rice is not himself. So your two starters that have really probably overachieved this year are not healthy right now. And then, combined with some other illnesses and injuries, and you need to be full bore coming in here.
Has Patton's leg injury been kind of lingering? Has he dealt with that the entire season? Is it a leg injury?
It started back, and then I think it just perpetuated down the leg. So. Now, we're in a situation now of just being smart where he's just playing in games, but that's hard to do, You can maybe do that with a veteran player, and he's learning his way, with not having a lot of minutes under his belt. So, but he'll be fine. I thought he did a good job, and some guys did some good things. I was, after the start and maybe the shell shockedness of the situation, they settled in.